Hey everybody, welcome to this Wednesday live. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm gonna check the settings real quick because I'm always leery. Camera's on. You can hear me. Okay, we're good. All right. I had to move some things around, and so I was worried that everything got cut off. But I am Heather. We come to you live each and every day, Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. So to talk Luminess, to see what's going on, to answer your questions. This is a live, so you can ask me questions, type them on in, and then I will answer them. It doesn't have to be about what we're talking about at the moment. It could be anything and everything. So um, there you go. That's what I know. That's what I know. So good morning, Maria. I like that top on you, Maria. That's really pretty. I can only see it like this big, but it looks really pretty. I like the and the blue, blue, blue. Looks nice. All right. So, hey, Jeannie, good to see you. So, we are going to talk about Jeannie wanted to see a cut crease. So, we are going to do a cut crease, bruise, and all. And I think I'm going to get a bruise up here because he hit me this morning with that as well. Oh, it's a red dress. I like it. Lady with the red dress, red dress. I know it's blue. All right. So, we always talk about the beginnings. Good morning, Cindy. We always talk about what you get in your kit, how to get started, all of that. So we always cover that first. So let's go in and look. I need to change this one. I'm going to change that to our Breeze. This is the Icon. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend, and of course the Breeze. We have the Breeze. And so the Breeze is our cordless, chargeable, amazing one. And so and I'll be using that one, but it does come with makeup. It comes with everything you see here, plus the Love and Blush. And Love is something you might not use every single day, but it gives your skin some luminosity. We also have the blush, which every day you hear me say, the blush is very high pigmented. A little bit goes a long, long way. And so you'll only use about 2 drops. If you use more than that, you're probably going to look crazy. And so let's not do that. And so I also use the blush first before the foundation, and that way it blends. If I get blush happy, it will blend for me. And then in the beginning, these are the things, bam, you want to do right here. Keep that stylus moving. Where's my thing? Keep that stylus moving. You want to keep it 4 finger widths away from your face. So watch yourself, move the Breeze, move the stylus around and check, and then keep it moving, and then barely pull back on this trigger. There's not a lot of difference from here to here. So you have to find that sweet spot. You can practice with water at first just to get the movements down, just to get it down, basically. And all these moves, the distance, all that will become second nature to you, so you won't have to worry about anything. So hello, Melissa. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Oh, Jeannie's back on Facebook. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started because we are going to do a cut crease. If anybody doesn't know what a cut crease is, it is where you have like a very defined crease. And so with like more they usually put like a sparkle or something very bold on the lid, but it has that harsh line, and we know how I love harsh lines. Not but because we are doing a cut crease, I am going to do my eyes first. All right, so I am going to get out you know what I can do? I'll just do, I'm going to do some coverage with just the foundation. So I'm going straight to my foundation. Put like 2 drops, if you need that. Turning on my system. Boop. Now I do tell you guys, like, there is a way, people worry about like the lids. If you feel like they're wrinkly and crinkly, you can use like a sponge and just boop, or blender, or I was looking for it earlier. Let's look, see if I have it. Ah! Hello, dancing person coming into the room. People drop by and just start dancing. Do y'all have that problem? Oh, I didn't bring it. I thought I put it in here and I didn't. Ah! I told y'all this the other day, but I have a blending brush like this, but I only use it for like under my eyes. So I can go in and just do, but it's only for under my eyes. So it might have a little bit of foundation on it, or it might have, I don't know, concealer on it or whatever. But, and I use that a lot. So if you spray too heavy and it feels wrinkly and crinkly, you can go in and blot it. However, you need to do it pretty quick because you should be spraying so light that it does tend to dry very quickly, okay? So I am going to go in and powder. I'm going to take the translucent powder. Good morning. Maybe they are happy to be here with. I was like, what? I think they are. I think they tried to stump me, like, oh, I'll do this and she won't know what to say. Have we ever had a chance where I didn't know what to say? I pretty much know what to say, or I'll make up something. Hey, Andrea, good morning. Good morning. All right. So with this, and depending on the age as well. So if your lids are a little wrinkly and crinkly, you might want to be a little careful with this look, because remember that shimmer draws attention, right? Shimmer is going to draw attention to wrinkles and crinkles. So you want to be careful when doing this and using that. Now, I'm not saying you can't. We just need to watch where that shimmer is. And with a cut crease, it doesn't always have to be a shimmer. It can be a matte. What the cut crease basically does is it enhances the color that you're putting on the concealer. And you'll see that in just a minute. Good morning, Veronica. You're good at this. You know, I appreciate that, Melissa. I've been doing this for many years. So, and that probably has something to do with it, but I'm like, or am I good at just talking to myself? I don't know which one it is. All right. So let me grab several different palettes because let's see what we can do. I feel like I want to use the optics. I could use the click and plays. This is cut one. And with this look, there's an extreme and then there's a softer way you can do it. So you can do this look and still do a nude eye or like a very natural look. So don't think that you have to do it with crazy colors. It's kind of like being at the hairdresser where they style your hair maybe a little differently than you would normally, but they show you how you can push the limits with what they just did, right? So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I think I want this color, this gold color right here in the optics, this one right here, I love. And if you've been watching me for a period of time, you know at first I was like, I'm not going to use that color. And it is probably one of my faves. Of course. So let's kind of go in between with a happy medium, I guess. So right now I'm going to go in and with this blending brush, I'm going to do my crease. All right. And I'm going to do a medium brown. I think it's the same color I did yesterday. And I'm using the Nude and Naughty. And if you don't have this one, you need to get it because it has a bazillion colors. It has 36 And anywhere from matte to satin to shimmer, it has it all. So this one can be your go-to for every single day, because you'll have unlimited ways of doing your makeup. Yeah, Melissa, this one's an awesome one too, because I love all the bold colors. And I feel like we need some colors in our life, right? But the Click and Plays also has similar colors. As far as some bold ones go, some neutral, some yeah, they have everything. And I love the Click and Plays because of the way, I don't know if you saw that one. That one's like a peachy color. Desert. But the Click and Plays, a good way to purchase them is we do them in like quads. And so get those. And then you can just add to that, because you're going to get a better deal if you buy like a quad and then just wait. Maybe they'll go on sale, and then you can, get pieces, and then they come apart like that. So you can make up, and they're great for traveling. Oh, amazing. Melissa, how long have you been airbrushing? Well, I'm going to ask you questions. Okay, so right now I'm just boop, boop, boop. And because I am starting to get hooded eyes, I'm going to blend that up. Hooded and bruised eyes because of my dog. Not long, a few months. I love it. And how did you hear about Luminess? Elaine, how did you hear about Luminess? I'm going to start calling people out. Hold on. Who else is here? Veronica, how did you hear about Luminess? Maria, how did you hear about Luminess? Y'all tell me. Talk to me, people. Talk to me. All right, so I'm going here. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Blend, blend, blend. And how long did you watch the commercials before you ordered it? Oh, Elaine's mom airbrushes. I love it. The infomercial. I love it. Did y'all see me on the infomercial? You'll have to look for me now. I have long, straight hair. All right, so, hey, Lori, how are you? So I have the Crease set here, 3 to 4 months. I love it. It's funny because the reason I ask that is when I talk to women and they hear about it through, oh, Andrew waited for it to be wireless. I love it. A year. Yes, Jeannie saw the commercials for a year. Has it? And that's the one thing, like, we hear people like either see it and purchase it or watch it for a year and then purchase it. And so you have that wide range, which is kind of cool. All right, so I did my crease, or blended that with just kind of a soft brown. And then now I am going to get a flat eyeshadow, because I might even do something on my brow bone, because I think that's my next bruise coming up, because Olaf hit me in my brow bone today. I think I might post a picture of Olaf maybe tomorrow or something to show you what I have to deal with. So he's a 1-year-old golden doodle who's 60 pounds, and he's tall, and he's about to be fixed, but he's marking. And so I put diapers on him. He can get out of diapers. So I tape the diapers on him, but he thinks it's fun. And then he like throws his head up, and I got hit again today. Okay. Enough about my problems. Oh, you want to see him? I'll show you a quick picture because he's so funny. Whoop, drop my glasses. Because I did take this one today because it was hilarious. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me turn it this way. Can you see him? That's my little love muffin. That's my little love muffin. My little crazy. All right, so now back to makeup. We talk about a lot of things here. I'm going in and I'm going to put concealer. Now, what is happening is, I'll show you next time. I'll show you his before and after. It's funny. Why I'm doing that is I'm going to put concealer on my lips. So you can make it as big and like I can go all the way up to my brow bone, right? That optical bone right there. Or I can make it just right there, depending on what level you want to do this, right? Maybe you're like, oh, let's take baby steps. And maybe you just want to do it like right there. And that's fine. But when we're putting the concealer on, this is where you want to be a little more precise and make sure that you're getting it on even and like make sure that line's perfect. Because when we go in and put the eyeshadow on top, it's sticking to where that concealer is. Got it? Let me go in. Let's try this one. And so I have my concealer right there. And I'm using a concealer brush. And I'm trying to get closer. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. All right, so now I'm going to place the concealer where I'm going to put that yellow color. And so I'm just kind of tapping that on. And then I can go back and make sure that my line is good. And this is where you do want to take a minute to make sure you get it right. And make sure that line at the very top and I am looking down to do this because what it does is it stretches, need it to be stretched to put this on. Now I think I got it a little bit too high there. So let's do it a little here. Veronica, me too. I wish I had this growing up because it would have changed my life. All right, so I think that's good. Let me look at this one right here. Okay. So now with my flat eyeshadow brush, I'm going to place that yellow color in the Optics palette. I think it's Flash, where that concealer is, okay? So, and I'm using our concealer. You can use any concealer. Okay, so I place that yellow on that, and then watch this. We are Marilyn. Okay. And it grabs the color. Is the camera not working? Andrea? I know we had problems with it yesterday. And there we go. And so it has that boom right there. So now I can do the other side. Get a little more. Yesterday it was kind of going in and out, but I don't see that it's doing that today. So kind of just place it here, right at the lash line. Maybe because I'm going in and out, like I'm coming close. Now, the other great thing with this is you can even do a matte on here. And part of me wants to do that just so you can see the difference. It's blurry on your side. Hold on. I see that it is. So let me. Is it better, Andrea? Okay. I'm using our concealer. So I'm just placing that right there. So if you wanted to do this, but you're like, I'm not doing a shimmer, you can use a matte. I've even seen them where they just go in and powder over it and keep it that color. Hey, Pam. I'm asking Marilyn and Pam, how did y'all hear about Luminess? Okay, so I just put the flat on there, and the reason they call it cut crease, see how precise that line is? Boom, right there. So it looks like that. You have that really cut crease right there. Now, we all know that I don't like harsh lines. So we're going to tweak it just a little. And so now I'm going the commercial Facebook. Yeah, the regular concealer, our traditional concealer, Lori. I am going to go in and just kind of right at that line or a little bit above it. I'm going to go in and do that same. And here, I'll just do this side just so that just blend a little bit, because I like it where it's a little bit softer and then I can bring it up just a little bit more. But the cut crease is very pretty. It's very like funnel. So it's good for that. And then I'm just blending it just a little bit more. Okay. And this is how you guys can kind of it's how you have to kind of roll with it and see, like, if you're looking in the mirror and you're like, something's missing, or I don't know if this is, you can kind of roll with it and see what else you need. I'm going to add some darkness on the outside crease. And so now I'm going to go in, I'm mixing the brown and the black together on a blending brush. And I'm going to, what's the weather like in Texas? We can always judge how the weather is with my hair. How big is Heather's hair today? It's a little humid. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the tip of this brush where I just put the brown and the black, starting right on this crease or outside crease. I'm going to make a V, but never pick up my brush. And just go right there. And go. Now I'm just going to black because I want it a little more powerful. Now I can go to this side. But see how, like, bam, you see that darkness there, and it makes this, hey, Lindy, pop a little bit more. know what to wear in Georgia. At times it's cold and cool and hot. Yep. Where you almost have to go outside first to see what you're going to wear that day. I understand that. So right now I'm just really getting that color on. Let's go out a little with this. Cut it out a little bit. Oh yeah, let's cut it out because you can do. So just using the black right now. I'm cutting that out. And you know what I mean by cutting it out, like that. She's doing good, I think. I haven't talked to her in a long time. All right. So now, next, I'm going to take an angled brush and I'm going to use the black because, hey, we're doing this. We're going to have some high drama. Let's do it. And using kind of a brown black, I'm going to line underneath. And look how carefree I'm doing this. Like, whatever. Whatever. Just get that on. Get it on. Why do I not care? Because anything that falls, I can clean up. I haven't done any other makeup yet. Right? Haven't done anything else. So it doesn't matter right now. Okay, so now I'm going to take a wipe. And I still feel like this is a little harsh, so I'm going to go in just a little bit more. Maybe take brown, blend over that. So it's not as like that. Okay, so now taking a wipe, I'm wrapping it around my brush, the tail end, like that. And now I can clean up everything. And this is going to, well, come on, Melissa, let's do it. So now I can take this. I don't like the unblended. Taking this, I'm going to go and watch guys. Bam, bam, clean that up and gave me a very precise line. So switching over. Ready? Bam. Bam. And clean that up. Look at that. So that helps you where you can have that cut line. Bar. I'm going to put these up because I didn't use them. Okay. So now we're done. Now we're done. I can go anywhere and do your makeup. Now, since we already did concealer underneath the eye, I can still do concealer. I'm sorry, we did concealer on the lid. So I'm just going to use the concealer. But watch. So I prefer airbrushing underneath the eyes because I feel like it is softer and it doesn't enhance wrinkles and crinkles. But if you're doing a traditional concealer, remember, I always say the first touch of the brush is where most of the product's going. So I don't want it here because I'm concerned about that area. So let's do it here. And then tap it out. Tap it up. And then I might even come down a little bit more to give me some highlights, highlighted look here. And I'm just tapping it out. But you can see how it starts. And that's the other thing with the airbrushing, putting it on blends for you. It blends while you're putting it on, so you don't see this. And if you are using our concealers are why am I going blank on the name? Not that one. Where am I? Where am I? Why can't I find them? Am I going blank? Am I going blank? Am I going blank? Our concealers are, they don't move. They don't move at all. So you definitely want to work with them in sections. And definitely tap, 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 tap. And I'm blending and I'm blending. Making sure to get all of that blended. And right now, you are going to see kind of the demarcation line, but when we airbrush over it with the foundation, it's all blended, so you won't see that. Okay, so now I am going to go in and do some blush. This is Soft Rose Blush. Now you would basically need to have faith that it's all going to turn out, because this may look a little crazy at first, because you have Drama Mama eyes, we have a highlight. Now I'm adding blush. Girl, I did get some Botox recently, but I do have wrinkles and crinkles, I promise. All right, so I have my blush in here, and I'm using the Soft Rose blush, and I'm going to put that on my eyes. I mean, on my eyes, on my cheeks. And I kind of smirk. You better get that sad face out. If y'all ever put a sad face, I always told you, you can always change it. I'm smirking right now, so I can't talk. So I did the blush. And I feel with these eyes, like, it's not a time to go natural on everything else. There used to be that rule, if you have bold eyes, go nude on the lips. I think you kind of need a happy medium, because I don't want it to be like blah, 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 and then nothing. And so I feel like it kind of helps everything flow together. Does that make sense? So you're not like eyes, eyes, eyes. So now I have eyes, cheeks, and then I'll have lips. So you can kind of soften it, but you don't have to be like bam, bam, bam. Does that make sense? Or bam, nothing. I'm into sound effects today. All right, so blush, concealer. I think you just go back and do it. Linda, I am asking them. I don't know if they placed the order yet. All right, now I'm going to go in and let me make sure that blush is out. Now my foundation, shaking it up. Put my drops in. Now I won't need as many drops as I normally use, because I do have that concealer underneath. I have my blush, and this is where I do most of my coverage. But now I can make my pass. I make one complete pass. Go down my neck a little bit so I don't have demarcation lines. Now, that was one pass, but this, that highlight underneath is still pretty bold. So I want to, and then my blush, I want to smooth that out. So I'm going to hit that area a little bit more, hit that area, so it all softens a little bit. But see how the blush is softened? That highlight is softened. It's not as bold, still there, but not as bold. And I have the coverage that I need. And it's not as, I didn't use as many drops because I didn't have to, right? Okay, so now let's add, I might switch this up a little bit. Dusty Rose. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do just a rose. And then making sure I get this even. It's hard to talk when you're doing liner. Oh, Marilyn, it's Naughty Pink. Yeah, I don't have that one here for some reason. I need to order it. And that will be a good one for the summer, for sure. All right, so I did my Naughty Pink. And I had a little bit of gloss on. I'm taking the Flash eyeshadow.
Here's what I found.
Siri answered me for some reason. And look at that. I just put a little gold right in the center. Oh, there's I was like, what did I do? Those are the concealers. And then here, put my mascara. I feel like with these, you do need lashes, but we're going to do a little bit of mascara. Actually, a lot of mascara. Oh, you wear lip. Oh, yeah. I love me some gloss. Eyeshadow on the lips. And it kind of ties everything together. And it's still a neutral lip. It's new to naughty. It's still a neutral lip, but you have that gold right there. And then I'm going to add about 3 levels of mascara. And then I will be done. Oh, I'm fancy today. And there you go. There is a cut blended crease. Because we know I don't like harsh edges. So I hope you guys learned something today. And like I always tell you guys, like, try something different before taking your makeup off. Whether you're new to Luminess, whether it's airbrushing itself, just airbrush right over what you have. If, let's say I talked to Andrea in one of the classes, and she's just starting out, but do it before you take your makeup off. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're taking your makeup off, so it's okay. And then that way you get to experience it, you get to see it, and just have fun with it. Do a cut crease before you take your makeup off. Have fun with it. It doesn't matter if you mess up. It doesn't matter if it looks cray-cray. It's okay because you're going to be taking your makeup off. But then that way you get, hey, I can do this. Or, hey, it doesn't look as crazy as I thought it was going to look in my head. I mean, half the time I'm like, how's this going to turn out? I don't know. But then you just keep tweaking, you keep playing with it, you keep doing it until you got it down, until you love it. So there you go. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And remember, we're here Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. And I can't wait. And I'll see you next time. All right. Bye for now, guys.